Jason Sterner, Kyle Troup in our king match. I don't know if a crown can fit on that fro.
There's not a crown big enough in the kingdom to fit on that.
Show's going on, guys.
Nice strike there by Kyle Troup. Obviously, there were some
Show started, people.
distractions and people distracted.
Movement
in the crowd.
He owns 3 PBA Tour titles and is the current and reigning king of bowling, His Majesty, Jason Sterner.
Long live the king, Rob. Coming off of his best season in 2021, he's just continued in 2022. Can anyone dethrone this guy? Rob?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I mean, that's not a knock on Sterner. It's been a great rule. A bit of an unexpected rule, wouldn't you agree, for it to be this long?
I mean, gosh.
He's ruled with a heavy hand, but it's been fair, it's been just, it's been equal.
Yeah, I mean, you can't count him out anymore.
There you go. And he's got that confidence in his game, that real sense of place and purpose. And I belong.
Yep. You know how huge that is in sports, to have confidence in what you do, in your ability.
And he's earned that the last 2 years. Talked about 3 top 5 finishes each of the last 2 seasons. 4th at the Masters this season. Lost to the youngster, Spencer Robarge there.
Yeah. 2 different balls for Jason.
Oh! Late kick to 7.
Okay.
Quantum on the left lane. That's a Quantum Evo Pearl on the left and a defender on the right for Jason Sterner.
So, question for you, Randy.
Sir?
If you were the king, would you be sitting in that pleather chair or would you be on your throne?
Honestly, I think it's beneath him to sit in that chair.
Yeah. Have it burned immediately. When you have a throne, you take advantage of the throne.
Come on, Troup, give me a double. Go!
Troup wants that throne.
I will sit in the throne, you will burn that chair, and you will get me a 6-pack of Paps immediately.
Ask my friend Guppy Troup where he has put these empties and where I may procure more. A little hot to his game. Yeah, his last couple weeks, Kyle is back to that Player of the Year form we saw from him last season. Closed with 10 straight strikes, 12 straight now, right, through the course of 2 games.
You know what they call that, don't you? That's an Andy Verapapa 300 game.
I never would have remembered that.
Dinner time, baby. Let's have a turkey.
Did you hear that, fan?
Dinner time, baby. Turkey. That was brilliant.
Oh, man. All right. Sterner wants to open up his buffet table here. 3 in a row for turkey.
2 turkeys, baby.
7-10.
Oh, no.
All right. How many times on television has this been converted, Randall?
4.
The 4th was who?
The Ginger Assassin.
Anthony Nair, the lefty, at the U.S. Open in Reno, April of last year. History! No. An open frame early for the king.
I'll leave it there.
Sorry, the ball he is using on the right lane, Rob, that just left 7-10 is a conspiracy scheme.
Oh, what a great name. I'm sorry. The conspiracy
Scheme.
Once again, I wonder what things people put in their bodies
Like
when
what-
they're sitting there to come up with the names
What
of these
think
bowling
tank
balls.
is this all going
right?
down
Because
in,
I
right?
want an invite to that think tank. 'Cause
Right?
let me tell you, it sounds like a hell of a party.
Yep.
Let's go with the conspiracy scheme.
Bounce back, Jason. Bounce back.
Come on.
Uh-oh, the kingdom is under threat.
The kingdom is currently on fire.
Mm-hmm. Down 24. Sterner for the
All right,
7.
got one.
Hammers that one in. What do we call that device again? The hook?
The hook.
Cleaning up some dead wood there that
Yeah.
Mr. Sterner left behind.
Can't throw a shot with dead wood in the gutters.
Seems like a good rule.
Yep.
Troup trying to chase that turkey with the ham bone.
Ooh, the corners are starting to show up. A little late behind the head pin, leaving that soft 10. Rob's favorite pin, folks.
Yep. Love me the 10 pin. All right, so the perfect game is over for Kyle Troup. Still has the lead as he takes care of that 10 pin. Randy?
I know why you're able to say that so easily. Because you're that guy that used to practice toy boat.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. All right.
Remember,
What about Unique New York?
Remember, I stumbled on this card earlier in the season. I was like, is this a typo?
Give me the hell. Give me beer.
Come on. That messenger is going to nestle up, but not have enough juice.
Kyle takes a look over at Strike Track powered by Kia. All right, so our last 4 shots by our players: pocket 7-10, 7-pin, 10-pin, 10-pin.
Tells you what.
Tells me that the lanes are changing just enough to affect pin carry because the ball's not going through the pins the right way. And you see those stats on that spare conversion? You know who that's brought to us by, right? Our great friends at Lane Talk.
Of course, Lane Talk.
For more information, go to lanetalk.com.
Love our Lane Talk partners.
Love all our sponsors, man.
We got some good ones, don't we?
Come on. Slow down.
Guaranteed rate,
Kia.
Pabst, Kia,
All right,
Snickers.
Sterner needs to get back on the strike train.
Can't forget Snickers.
Never.
I mean, how?
I was hangry for a second. And I forgot. And I dropped one. Yeah. All right. First strike for Sterner since the second frame.
Can I get a re-rack, please?
Good touch on this one. He gets his hand around the side of it. A lot of axis tilt. Comes off of the spot nicely. You know, back in the day, you would get a couple of re-racks a game. If you wanted one after you used up the 2 that you got, you called in the tournament director, and he would stand behind the lane and look at the pins.
Get up.
And if he thought that the pins were off spot in his eyes, he'd give you another re-rack. That tournament director's name? Harry Golden.
What? Yo, you know that name. All right, we conclude this season's King of the Lanes next. Will it be Troup or Sterner wearing the crown? Rob, Randy, Kimberly, welcoming you back to Bolero Jupiter. That man, Kyle Troup. A dozen-pin lead right now as we get set to wrap up the final edition of King of the Lanes for this season. Kyle trying to wrest that crown away from Jason Sterner, His Majesty.
There you go.
After a pair of 9 spares, Kyle gets that strike in the 6th.
That's it.
It's a workout just working that chamois with that
Yeah.
15-pounder.
right, double up. Let's go. Double up.
Make it a double.
Flip that out of there.
Yeah, Gup likes it. What's not to like? Life is good for Guppy at the moment.
Gets to watch his son make a bunch of money on the PBA Tour and gets to drive his Kia.
Drive him home. Right. Pops, go north.
Who needs Uber? Hey, Gup, hop on 95 North, would you?
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple hours off. Tell me when we cross the border. All right, Sterner really needs to start rallying here. He is working off a double. Here he is to close out the 7, down 22. That'll cut into the deficit.
That was a good one.
Shot.
Anytime you see the 6-pin go to the sidewall and snap the 10 out like that, Rob, that's when you know that you've got the good touch and the ball's going through the pins the right way. Watch this, second to the right. There you go.
So things tight as expected. Troup, though, up 12. Sterner won this crown last year, defended it last night. Trying to do the same tonight.
Hungry.
He just won't go away.
Go.
That Coach Sterner right there. Remember, he's going to be an assistant coach at the women's bowling program starting up at William Smith in Geneva, New York. So 4 straight for Sterner. He takes a seat. Troup pops up. 5 total strikes, including the last 2 frames.
Re-rack, please.
So Kyle uses the first of his 2 re-racks. The old knee bend strike. Kyle can max out at 268. He gets 4 more strikes.
Give me a hand, Kyle.
Go!
Got it!
We got us a good old-fashioned bond burner.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Troup returning those smashes from Sterner, who's popping up, having dropped 4 straight strikes.
Got multiple ham bones going,
Yeah,
Rob.
we got dueling ham bones right now. It's not quite dueling banjos, but dueling ham bones.
And that strike right there in the 9th for Troup, he can't be shut out no matter what Sterner does.
High five, baby. High five.
Oh! What a time for that.
Yeah.
Oh, right now.
King needs this.
Come on. Go.
That's going to be your spare of the game, sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate, believe you will. So Sterner had 4 straight strikes, had to settle for a 9 spare there in the foundation frame 9th, and now we move on to the 10th. Last gasp effort for His Majesty.
If Sterner strikes out, Troup just needs any mark.
Bounce back, Jason. Bounce back.
Yes! Somebody RKO'd that 7-pin.
Come on, one more.
RKO'd.
You don't know what an RKO is?
I hear you.
Is that a wrestling term?
Bingo.
Come on.
The king has been backed into a corner. Can he fight his way out of it?
We'll have a new leader in the kingdom.
The crown will change hands. Bow to King Troup.
Thank you.
Heck of a run from Jason Sterner, really was, over the course of last year and this season here at King of the Lanes. But there is your new king, King Kyle. All hail King Kyle. What do you think Guppy will be in his administration? Social chairman?
Yeah, that's a good one. That'll be a good position for Gup.
And another. Now, what a close to this season it is for Kyle Troup.
Yep. He's really back where he was last year.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Boy, if this season was going on another couple months,
Oh, yeah.
this is a guy who kind of thrust himself back into that Player of the Year conversation.
Love you guys. Love you, Jupiter. Come on, babe.
That was satisfying moment of the match, sponsored by Snickers.
Take it out, baby.
Nothing satisfies like a Snickers.
You know it's killing me.
All right, he picked it out. Now it's time to put that crown on that head. Yeah, get it, kid.
I can't wait to see this.
Oh, yes. Oh, it is the crown moment, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee,
Storm.
Wisconsin.
Full wake vice, lane talk, bowler.
Please remember to drink
Love you guys.
responsibly. First strike here in the 10th, which sealed the deal. And the crown moves shop. Team Sterner hands it over to Kyle Troup, your new King of the Lanes. He's with Kimberly.
Kyle, congratulations on this win. You just took out the reigning King of the Lanes. It's been a big week for you, but let's talk about these two matches because you made it look too easy. At 280 in that first match, why did you pair up so well on these lanes?
I had a great ball reaction. The ball that I went with allowed me to, I really didn't have to change balls. I could just adjust my speed a little bit. And for me, this pair definitely seemed a little tricky. So, that worked well. Had a great game plan, lots of confidence here in Jupiter, Florida, and I wanted the crown. So, I'm feeling pretty good about it, Kimberly.
It's been a really amazing week because you had a dream come true. You were on the lanes with your dad, and now you round it out with being crowned the King of the Lanes. How has this experience in this event been for you?
It's been unbelievable, to spend the time with my father on the lanes. It's a dream come true, like you said. Guppy, we didn't get 2 crowns, but we got 1 coming back home. So we're going to take this one and run with it.
I love how you made this crown your own, and now go ahead and take a seat on your throne. Congratulations on your win.
It works well on him, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it befits our new king. I dub thee Lord of the PBA League, which is coming up next, presented by Pabst Blue Ribbon. Begins Wednesday, July 6th, live here on FS1, 8 Eastern, coming your way from one of the great bowling venues in our country, Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine. Kyle Troup is your new King of the Lanes for Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler, and our entire crew here in Jupiter, Florida. I'm Rob Stone. You've been watching the PBA on FS1.